I mean, the tractor, you know, it's revving fairly high, but it's not pulling very much weight. So if it were lugging, like if you were pulling on a cultivator or a plow, and it's lugging, that's harder on the transmission and the differentials and so on. But a tractor that just is on the highway at a highway speed is never really doing a day's work in its life. So,
did you have to get any permits for this? No, you just it's all legal. Yeah, that's good.
It's peculiar. You can drive a tractor as long as you're 16 years of age or older and a licensed driver. You can drive it anywhere. There are 2 or 3 highways in Canada that are slow-moving vehicles are prohibited. But for the most part, as long as you have a slow-moving vehicle sign, you're legal, and it doesn't need to be licensed or anything. Because it's I don't know why exactly, but it's a farm vehicle. So
So what kind of mileage do you get?
We run a tank which is 13 gallons. Runs us about 160 kilometers, so 100 miles.
Yeah, so you gotta because diesel sometimes is.
Oh yeah, no,
you got spare tanks and everything.
Yeah, we have no choice. This is a good example of a stretch, like from Golden to Revelstoke is a long one.
I think that's where I saw you yesterday, just before that bridge in Golden. You're coming across that bridge. I saw you there.
I mean, it's not like there's another one of these out on the road, so you can't really mistake it for the other one. So yeah, we just roll along and film when we can, and otherwise try to make up miles, because it's we could spend a whole summer in each province.
That's right.
Thing, you know.
So no, I'm from San Diego. So where did you start from?
Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, so think Bangor, Maine kind of thing.
No way.
East of that by ways, actually.
The whole way, amazing.
It's east of Nova Scotia.
Yeah, I want to do that in my camper.
That'd be great.
The other way, that'll be really nice.
That's a great thing. So, are you just on a summer holiday and doing this?
I actually had a tankless hot water heater that I had no use for anymore, and Will, my buddy in Squamish, had a use for it. So it was an excuse for a road trip. I said, I'll deliver it. So I drove up. I stopped in Corvallis, Oregon, and Portland, and then Squamish, and then I went up to Jasper, and then down this way. I'm headed to Revelstoke, and
so you can loop back down.
Yeah, Kelowna, and I'll end up in Bishop, California. The day after Labor Day, I have like 8 days of like trout fishing. At the end of this, more vacation. So I'm retired, so I have the time. So it's awesome.
I've suggested that we should do this for the U.S. Or some version of this to sort of do a North America scale story. Molly said no, even though she is in fact American, and that's her birthplace, but it's not. I don't think it's going to happen in this. By myself.
Where are you from?
New York City.
New York City. Well, this is quite a contrast, isn't it?
It is.
So I don't want to take up a whole bunch more of your time, but I would like to somehow get this to you. What I'll do is I have your website and probably an email.
Email is on there. Or
Facebook.
You can even post it on our Facebook.
Okay.
So from our website, there's a Facebook button, and that'll take you straight to our page. And, and you can just post on there. That'd be great.
Yeah, this is priceless. I mean, this kind of stuff right here is just like, so good. So good.
It's a bit quirky.
And you've got refrigeration in there, right?
Well, we
Not
did.
anymore.
We did have. We have a 12-volt system that I charge off the tractor, and we had like a small fridge, 12-volt, but somewhere in our trailer we had a short. And so my electrical's gone wrong. I don't.
You have a small. Have you had a good beer lately? Because I'll bring you up a beer and some ice. And do you have a little cooler you can put it in?
Sure.
Okay. I'll leave you one.
And back to the fridge. That would be great, by the way. Back to the fridge. We.
I bet I am. There's not a Canadian around. If you say beer, they go, "Oh no, thank you." They go,
We're so close to the destination now that even problems like electrical, we just are ignoring.
It's like you can live through anything.
Unless it's a safety issue, forget it. We're getting on ahead to the final.
It's been about 7 months, so we're ready for it to be over.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. And your name again was?
John Vardy.
And I'm Molly Daly.
On the card.
Yeah.
And for anybody watching this on your blog, all you have to do if you if you forget the website or anything, all you have to do is Google couple driving tractor.
Okay.
Or professor driving tractor, and you get pages and pages of search results for this. We've been blessed with good media coverage, so it's well covered.
That's just a treasure for me to come across you guys, because it's just such good information.
Thankful for that. And you know, it's goofy and it's sort of eye-catching and all that, but behind it all is a very serious project. We think city people need to know more about food and where it comes from, so we're trying to do that. I come from a farming background, and I just, you know, farming has drifted too far away from the center of our attention, I think, in politics and so on. So.
Right, yeah. From San Diego, I have a yoga practice, and in yoga there's a huge push towards eating everything organic. And in San Diego, we're really blessed because we have full grocery stores that are nothing but organic produce. It's really nice. A little bit more difficult up here, I've noticed. There doesn't seem to be that push for organic.
That's right. You can't do it all year round, that's for sure.
Right.
You can do organic year round, but you can't do local.
Right.
And sometimes those are taken as one and the same, but no, I mean, California obviously is a very strong movement.
Yeah, well, we grow all year down there, so
Anyway, it's great to meet you. Thanks for stopping.
Let me just do a little quick this way, that way, and I'll get that beer for you.
Please do.
Yeah. So a Massey Ferguson 1660. How many tires have you gone through?
Well, this is the second set on
the
track.
Yeah.
We had to release. This is a replacement set that went on in Toronto, so sort of the midpoint.
Right.
Cal Tire, which is a big tire chain out in, well, in Canada, but they're centered in the West. They put, that's right.
Awesome.
That's my music. My iPod went on the fritz, so that's my music. I just strap it on the dash. Massey Ferguson is an old, used to be a Canadian brand. It started in Canada, and it's now owned by a company called AGCO out of Duluth, Georgia. And they've actually donated the tractor, and we're very grateful for that.
So. The original tractor you had to replace the tires.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. The tires.
What kind of mileage did you get?
That's okay. It's a tank for about 100 miles.
That's right.
So it's sort of 13-gallon tank into 100 miles each day. So that's but that's at highway speeds. I mean, if I'm actually raking hay with it or something, it does a lot better than that.
All right. So, well, let me just go back this way. I'll let you guys go. Can I just peep inside?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you. This is so cool that I actually caught up to these guys again. I saw them yesterday. You probably heard this, but it was like, oh, that was so good to to stop and talk to them, and so this is more than I could ever expected. Oh, they have a little planter over here. So awesome. This is their living area. Okay, yeah, I would. I'd love to. Thank you. Yeah. They got a little. Yeah. This is their quarters. I don't want to invade too much of their privacy here, but anyway. So cool. Harley Davidson. So they stopped to take a picture of this. Thought I should take it as well. Beautiful.